Welcome to the lecture on Chapter 27 on current and resistance. In this video, I'll be going over an overview of what we'll cover in Chapter 27. Chapter 27 marks sort of the continuation of our discussion about circuits and different circuit elements. One key part of circuits that we have yet not talked about is how to properly describe the flow of electrical charge in a material. And that's going to go under the the concept of electrical current, which we're going to get more into. So the way we describe the operation of a circuit is usually in terms of energy being deposited into things, and we capture that in terms of voltage, and then we talk about also how much charge is flowing through it, which has to be captured by the concept of current. When we talk about that, we also need to talk about the resistance to current flow, going between the extremes of a perfect ideal conductor and a perfectly ideal insulator, which doesn't allow any current to flow. We'll introduce the idea of resistance to describe this, and a new object called a resistor, which will have a fixed resistance and is a new type of circuit element. Once we have that concept, we can describe the relationship between voltage changes and current in objects with fixed resistance, and talk about the material properties, like how do you actually look at an object tell if it is what the resistance will be based on its composition, which relates to resistivity, and its dimensions. Now, some of these properties change with temperature, so we're going to look how resistivity changes with temperature, and we're going to consider the concept of electrical power, which is another way of saying how many joules of electrical potential energy are you dumping into a resistor per second.